Hi, my name is Margie Faustino, and today I will be talking about depression in young adults. So the service planning area, also known as SPA, that I chose is SPA 2. And in SPA 2, I chose Van Nuys, California. The zip code is 91406. And the population there is mainly Hispanic and African Americans and some Asians, some Americans. But the demographics of this population is the population as of July 1, 2017, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, there's 3,999,759 people. And the community health needs assessment that I chose to focus my presentation and my whole project on was the Valley Presbyterian Hospital Community Health Needs Assessment. So in this health needs assessment, they reported that the population in SPA 2 that were uninsured was 16.30%, and the medical insured population in SPA 2 was 24.53%. The rate in which the people have access to mental health providers in LA County is 149.46, and the percentage of the population in SPA 2 with poor mental health and requires mental health care is 8.6%. The percentage of the population in SPA 2 that try to obtain mental health care is 8.8%. The issue that I chose to focus on is mental health, which is what depression falls in. Mental health, it affects an individual's emotional, psychological, and social well-being. This also affects the way that people think, feel, and the way that they act. Depression can interfere with a person's daily activities or routines. And according to the Valley Presbyterian Community Health Needs Assessment, depression can be caused by environmental, social, and biological factors. I feel that mental health is really an issue that people don't really take seriously. So it's really important that the community makes services available and more affordable for the members of that community. So the information that I got from the Valley Presbyterian Community Health Needs Assessment is that the access to mental health services ranked high in all of the community forums. This means that they do have a lot of mental health services. It's just that people don't have the motivation or the encouragement to need to do so. Individuals abuse drugs and alcohol to cope with mental health issues. And some perceived barriers are the stress of a poor economy or an individual's stress to be economically or financially stable. The percentage of adults who try to receive mental health care in the VPH service area is 8.8%, and they feel as if there's a lack of social and emotional support from the community. Emotion or mental health need for substance use in SPA 2 is 13.7%. The intervention that I chose was psychotherapy, which is focuses on the mental health of a person rather than like the physical health. So for the program, it is required to screen adults for signs of depression or mental health problems, and physicians and therapists are to refer individuals to seek further assistance to improve well-being and lifestyle. To create a program that is more accessible and affordable for adults in SPA 2, and to provide various classes for individuals, for not only themselves but also for their family. So the definition of psychotherapy is a way to help people with a broad variety of mental illnesses and emotional difficulties, and to give individuals the opportunity to improve their well-being and function better on a day-to-day basis. Each session for psychotherapy would last from 45 to 50 minutes, and this includes a variety of activities such as like role-playing, group support, which is when they share their experiences and their weaknesses with other people to feel as if they're not alone in what they're going through. The community collaborations that I chose, the Winkler text stated that collaborations between organizations are important in the mutual search for information in the success of finding solutions. So the community collaborations that I chose is My LA Therapist, the Los Angeles County Department of Mental Health, National Alliance on Mental Illness, and Mental Health America. These organizations will help this program with funding, with getting the health message out to not only one community but other communities, because mental health really affects young adults, especially because people are stressed about their financial situation, they're stressed about college, so it's important to address the issue hands-on and work to help the members. So the evaluation method that I chose was to create a program that would teach the members of the community how to use mental health services and why it's important to do so. So I mentioned that it's important to develop a questionnaire that measures the mental health capacity of individuals and the participants. There will be a questionnaire before, during, and after the program to be able to compare or to determine if there's an improvement or a change. And then so the duration of the program is going to be 1 year, and the educational portion of the program will last 6 months. Let's do it like this. And the pre-program survey will happen in February 2019. The midterm program survey will be given out August 2019, and the post-program survey in January 2020. So my intervention was psychotherapy, which will happen in the last 3 months of the program, which is after the educational sessions. For the intervention, I chose to only recommend half of the participants to go through it, but make it a requirement for the other half to go through it, so that for the post-program survey, it would be easy to determine whether or not the intervention is effective and like useful for those that actually went through it. So the social marketing strategy that I chose a couple. It's to create brochures to be distributed to members of the community by reaching out to local colleges, physicians, and doctors. And nowadays, young adults are always on social media, so I decided that it's best to advertise on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and to promote the advertisement so that no matter who follows the account or whoever follows the account would be able to see it, or the people in around the area. And I chose that a billboard and bus stop advertisements would be useful as well, because in this community, in Spa 2, public transportation is really popular, and a lot of people use the bus to get from place to place. So it's best to put out these health messages in places in which there's a lot of people, or people go often. And according to the Winkler text, arts and literature always played a role in the processes of community organizing and social change. And I was thinking that wall murals or street art would be a good way to get the message out, because it can reach out to members of the community who turn to art for inspiration on lifestyle changes.